Alright, today I wanted to show you my Ruger 1022 build. I just got done with it today actually. And I bought this gun from Walmart in 2005. It was $208 back then. It was about 10 years ago. And originally it had a wood stock, which is right here. And as you can see, it's not the kind with the barrel band. I don't know what the model was called, honestly. But I used this for a long time, well, up until now. And this rifle has about, I don't really know, 5 to 10,000 rounds easily through it. I know that's pretty big gap between those numbers, 5 and 10 grand, but I really don't know. I mean, this is the type of gun that I would just take out into the woods and you know, grab a brick of ammo and just go haywire, just burn up 550 rounds and then do it again the next day. So it's been a really reliable gun. It was the stainless steel model. Okay, and I replaced the barrel. So it originally had a sport barrel. Here it is. It's about 23 inches long. It had dovetails for iron sights, and the front one's still there. Obviously, I removed the rear iron sight because I had the scope. I added the scope a long time ago, shortly after I bought it in 2005. It's got a Bell & Carlson extended magazine release. You can see right here. I'll show you close-ups in a minute. I bought the Hogue overmolded stock, and it's for the standard sport barrels. I don't have the bull barrel. And I'll tell you what, this is the best investment. I don't know how it shoots yet. I haven't shot it, but the feel and the fit and quality. I mean, this is the nicest stock I think I have in my gun collection. It just feels great. It's got a nice rubberized texture to it. It feels sturdy. It looks good, and the fit and finish is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. This just dropped in. You know, you put your takedown screw back in there and no issues there, no fitting required. So I was really happy about that. The barrel is a 16-inch barrel. It's the Tactical Innovations stainless steel 1 in 16 twist factory taper, and it is threaded. I'm sure you can see here on the end I do have a suppressor. That's a Gemtech Outback 2, and that's half 28 threads, of course, so you can use AR-15 attachments, like if you want the birdcage muzzle brake, you could throw that on the end of there. It did come with a cap, a thread protector. You can see that right there, and you can thread that on. It's got 2 little flats on it for a crescent wrench, or maybe it's a specific size wrench. I haven't messed with it. I just screwed on by hand, so you get that. It's got inside in the back here, if you're familiar with these and you've had these apart, in the back there's a pin back here, and the bolt runs back and hits the pin. And you can see it doesn't, I don't know, you probably can't hear that, but it's kind of soft. It's not making much noise. I put in the Kid 22 long rifle bolt buffer for this particular model, and it's got a steel pin and then a rubber outside to it, and then you just shove that in there, and then helps quiet it down. It's not supposed to recoil as hard. I got the Kid bolt handle charging assembly, silver with black Viton, and that's pretty nice. Like I said, I'll show you close-ups in a second. I have done a trigger job to this. It has an adjustable set screw back here. I put in here, I drilled and tapped. It's a 440 set screw, and it's Loctited in. That's my over travel adjustment screw. Worked out quite nice. The sear, the hammer, everything in here has been polished, stoned down. I've got a crisp trigger pull of 2.5 pounds. I'll show you that in a second, and turned out pretty nice. I removed the factory trigger return spring and made my own. And I'm not going to go into details on how I did that, but just know there is a custom spring in there. And originally I had the trigger pull down to 3.5 pounds, and after I put the new spring in and got rid of the original factory one, it dropped it a pound without doing anything else, and that's the reason I put it in there. The original spring works and it's good and okay and everything, but I feel it's kind of gritty and definitely too strong. So, well, if you're looking for a lighter trigger pull. Got the 25 round BX mags, standard. It's got a Bushnell 3x9 by 32 millimeter objective scope on it. It's a cheap scope, relatively inexpensive. I think it was probably 40 bucks when I bought it, 50 bucks, something like that. It's mounted on a Weaver scope rail, 1-inch Burris rings. I don't even know if they make those. I think they might. I see them online once in a while, but I don't think there's. Maybe they are. I don't know if they're as popular as they used to be. So overall, there's probably about total, including the cost of the gun, I've got probably about $550 into this, not including the bipod. I use that bipod on all my guns, so that's an $80 bipod. I didn't include that, and the suppressor, of course, I didn't include that. But the gun itself it's about $550 into it. I didn't really even need to get a new barrel. The old barrel is not shot out. The old barrel is fine. I just wanted to get a new one that was threaded, and it just so happened that the 16-inch one was what I ended up getting. So other than that, I'm going to show you the trigger pull, and then we will go ahead and I'm going to shoot this here in my garage. So hang tight. Alright, I'm going to show you the trigger pull. I use a RCBS premium trigger pull scale. Nothing fancy, it does the job, it's accurate. So let's go ahead and do that. There it goes. And we are at 2 1/4-ish on that scale, if you can see that. Okay. And I'm going to show you some close-ups best I can. So there's the new charging handle from Kid. Nice. It's got a texture to it. It's like a rubberized, like I said, black Viton. The Hogue overmolded grip, or stock, I mean. You can see the texture. It's got the texture in the right places where you need it. Fairly aggressive. Inexpensive scope. You can see the rail. And there's not much to see on the other side, but there you go. And here you can see, hopefully, the trigger return spring is not there. It's gone. There's a new one, and it's actually inside the gun. And there you can see the set screw. And that is my over travel adjustment. And there's your extended mag release. It's kind of nice. You grab it with one hand and just pop this out. Just rock it back in. Alright, let's get to shooting. Alright, I got everything set up. We're at, this is only 20 feet. I don't have a big garage, but this is just for fun. Test the gun and have fun with the suppressor. And I'm using real expensive ammo here, this 22 Thunderbolt. That's probably from the 80s. I don't know, this stuff's older than the hills. Let's go at it. I got 10 rounds here. Let's see how it does. Ooh, that was loud. Alright, I had to cut that. It's actually a lot louder than I expected, so I went ahead and put hearing protection on, as well as my safety glasses. Outside, I'm sure it's not too bad, but there is quite an echo in here, and these are supersonic. These are standard velocity rounds. So maybe here in a little bit I'll try some subsonic in the garage and see how that is, but it is a little too loud for my comfort. Bearable, but still I don't like it. Alright, we'll keep on going. All right, now I've switched to shorts. That's all I have for subsonic. I have short rounds. So I've never shot shorts out of this gun. I'm sure it's not going to cycle. It may even jam. I don't know, but we'll find out. All right, here we go. Yeah, jammed already. Alright, well I got the rounds out of that magazine, and now what I'm having to do is I'm just going to have to put them in one at a time. So we'll give that a shot. I'm going to drop one in here. It's not too easy to do on the camera, or at all, for that matter. Alright, sorry for the fumbling. Got one in there. And we'll drop the bolt here. And go ahead and give this a shot. Here goes. This is actually my second shot. It doesn't cycle the action, but it is quiet. Takes the bite off. It's got a real sharp ping when you're using the regular ammo. The subsonic stuff, there's not much noise. Alright, drop the bolt again. Kind of worried about dropping the bolt on these, so I've been actually acquiring my target before I drop the bolt, just to be a little bit as safe as I can. So that's two. I guess we'll do one more. So I need to get some subsonic ammo. Be a lot better than what I'm doing here. And last shot. Okay. And take a look at the target. Alright, here we go. Here was the first target with thunderbolts. As to be expected, it basically just cuts the same hole. I mean, I'm only 20 feet away here. So this isn't an accuracy test. This was just kind of coming out to have fun. And the 22 short target. I don't know what kind they are. They're not labeled. They're just 22 shorts. But I pulled the one on the left. I knew it did that. And yeah. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. And get out there and build yourself a Ruger 1022. One of the funnest guns to have.